flat major pentatonic scale, right? Now, what is D's relationship to B flat? What's its relationship? It's the third, right? And it actually defines it, because if I play D flat, it's no longer the structure, even though it's B flat minor. Okay? All right, so that D is actually the controlling tone. D, you say D minor or D major? D, because this is a B flat major pentatonic scale. Okay? So D has an interesting relationship with B flat. Okay? If I'm going from the point of view of B flat, from B flat's point of view. So B flat minor doesn't have an interesting relationship with D. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Okay, yes, it does. You see the third of this in B flat minor, right? Okay, now D. Oh, that's dissonant. Well, it's actually the 7th degree of that D. You see that one? Okay. Now, if I do a flat 5, I'm damn near hitting all the notes in B flat minor. Now, you guys, this is, I don't want to, you have to mess around, because you can't tell me I'm wrong. And you can't say, because I'm going to use this in my art, because I know I'm right. These cats don't even use, understand. You want to look for all these other things, and they're all there. They're all there. Now, I'm not going to define what it all is in music theory, for you, but you're going to discover it, okay? But just know, they all have a relationship if you're coming from B flat. I'm just going to do B flat's point of view, because you might have B flat in your cosmic chord, and you need to know who's your boss? Who's your boss, right? So D is B flat's boss in this structure, okay? Now you say, oh, well, I don't like having a boss. Well, B flat actually bosses F around, because B flat dominates F. It's the dominant. You say, okay, well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and any major key is the dominant, right? So B flat, it tells that B flat at that F what to do. If it's a minor F, or if it's a minor F, that B flat is telling that F, hey, we're gonna move somewhere now. If it's a dominant F, if it's a major F, it's dominating that in music theory, right? So B flat and F have an interesting relationship. B flat major and minor has an instrument of F that dominates. It's a dominant. Now, you see that the B flat and G have a relationship. I'm going from the point of view of B flat, because that's if you were to label this pentatonic structure, you would have to say it's got the do, re, mi. You see? And so that makes it major pentatonic structure, these 5 notes. But if I start from G, it's a G minor pentatonic scale. So who's to say who's right, who's wrong? Because it's a structure. It just depends on where you are. That's music language. It's like you're saying something, say the right, to the right people, they understand what you're saying. You speak another language, right moment, you might get slapped for that. Music is similar, because where you are when you're playing depends on what notes you're going to use. There's only 12, right? So what you're going to use is going to be your expression. You dig what I'm saying? But B flat and G have a relationship. It's like a parent and kid relationship. It's relative minor. B flat relative minor is G minor. You dig? It's his kid. So that's how we. You know that, right? B flat major. You guys have been down that road before, right? who's to say it's not a minor? This is not a minor structure. You see, there's not much difference between your majors and the minors from your point of view. Because it's a B flat major pentatonic scale. But if you go to its relative minor, it's its kid. You see? Alright? And you know, G's dominant is in there too. You know, if you look. You know, okay, they all have a dominant, they all have a controlling, they all have they have these 5 relationships, okay? Now, you guys, there's a free download book that's going to explain a lot of this stuff, especially a lot of this stuff. But just grab what you can. You dig what I'm saying? And you know that is, if B flat produces G, it's going to produce G, right? And B flat is produced by C. Okay, we went over that. You know, C minor. It produces that B flat, okay? C produces B flat. C half diminished can produce B flat minor. C dominant can take you to B flat. It's going to produce B flat, okay? Now you guys can mess around with this with all of the slick stuff that you know, but you're gonna know this, right? And you know this already. You've been down this road, right? You've done a 2, 5, 1, right? So C minor to F to B flat, right? And all the keys, right? So those are just so you understand this. Once again, it produces G, coming from that B flat's point of view, right? Its dominant is F, and it's controlled by that D. Okay, going backwards still, you'll see, and you can mess around with this with all of these. And like I showed you, C major, C minor produces B flat produces G. Okay, now it's important to understand the structure of these because you know it's actually just the intervals. So if you just know the formula, you can make all your pentatonic scales, and there's 12 of them. Okay, that you got to make, you got to know, just like the 12 keys. And they're gonna call it all these things and all this, but just once you know them, right? Okay, so you know the formula. Like I said, if you're coming from the major formula, it's going to be major second, major, so whole step, minor third, whole step, right? Or major second, right? And if you're coming from the minor, you start with the minor third, and then you got the 2 whole steps. See? That represents movement, flow, and also represents the movement of the planets. Okay, you guys, okay? And so when we talk about this, it's a great analogy to understand metaphysics.